The Wild Series presents the Mont aux Challenge, brought to you by Old Mutual. Sunday Tribune is located in wildlife and wildlands. There are a few more spectacular settings for a sporting event than the Royal Natal Park and the mighty Komklamba Drakensberg Park, a World Heritage Site and venue once again for one of the most challenging and oldest trail runs in the country, the Old Mutual Sunday Tribune Mont aux Challenge. This 50-kilometre race is part of the hugely popular Wild Series, and every year is sold out within days as runners clamour to experience the true beauty of the Drakensberg in one of the most intimate ways. On foot as they head to the top of the berg and the source of the Tugela before plummeting back down to the finish. There was a brisk trade at registration the day before the race as experienced veterans and nervous novices signed up for the run of their lives. There are a few keen locals who tried to sneak through and get a late entry. The park rangers saw to it that their mission failed.
I'm excited but nervous.
You've been on the waiting list for the past 4 years, so
Yeah.
you've been waiting for this for a long time.
Did it last year and it was quite tough, but I'm back again, so it must have been a good thing.
Somehow got roped into being official sweeps for tomorrow, so looking forward to it, and we'll see if we can make the finish.
It's my third time, and yeah, it's great. Such a well-organised event, loads of fun, fantastic scenery.
All of a sudden you hit this place and it's just like wide open spaces, mountain ranges. It's like a physical sensation that comes over your body, you know. It's just, you can't compare it to anything else, yeah.
Unique to the Wild Series is the welcoming feeling of warmth and an incredible camaraderie the night before the race. Almost like the enormity of the challenge ahead, bonding all the runners together as they learn more about the route. Well before sunrise the next morning, coffee and fires warming the competitors up.
For me, it's first time. I've never been out here, so I'm really excited, slightly nervous, so we'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, also first time, stoked to be here.
A little bit nervous, but very good. Looking forward to getting into the mountains. It's a beautiful day.
For this race, it's lovely. I think I can enjoy it.
I think I'm quite prepared. I've been practicing every Monday and Friday, and I'm running with my two brothers.
The horn blast sends the first batch of runners away on their fantastic journey. These are the faster runners expecting to finish either side of 5 hours. Behind them, there were plenty of nervous novices.
Dude, I'm not so sure. It's a long way and there's a bloody big mountain behind you here. We ran that thing in the Magaliesberg, so I think it was a lot smaller mountain than this thing.
Doing my second challenge today, so looking forward to it. Last year I didn't make it the cutoff time, so I'm hoping to get the race done this year.
Another blast of the horn and a group of runners heads off up the mountain. They left at 5-minute intervals to ensure there were no bottlenecks on the narrow paths. Each had their own challenge, their own Everest to conquer. And on the way up, they'd get to experience the berg in all its spectacular early morning glory. Some would see sunrise through midday into sunset. Soon after leaving the start and passing through the Mahai Valley, runners would begin climbing towards the escarpment. Natalie Black. Behind her, Chantal McLeod. Short steps as they climb away from the camp. Looking up, they'd see the most breathtaking views as the morning sun illuminated the mighty Drakensberg. Their goal, the Sentinel. Funds raised from the Mont aux Challenge would go towards the rehabilitation of the bearded vulture, which once roamed freely all the way up the eastern mountain spine of South Africa. Now it's thought that less than 100 pairs remain in the Maluti Drakensberg highlands. Food for thought as the runners made their way up the trail. It would be a long day.
Oh, good. We're bringing up the back end, so it's only been 1.6 k's. Another 40 odd to go.
Yes, the Old Mutual Sunday Tribune Mont aux Challenge is a 50-kilometre race, not for the unfit or faint of heart. The Royal Natal Park is a welcoming host, seeing the event as a wonderful opportunity to expose people to the wondrous beauty of the Berg, whilst also drawing attention to the plight of the dwindling number of bearded vultures. The early start afforded runners the chance to run in the shade for a moment. Little surprise that it was Eric Ngubane who took the lead early on. The man from Cato Ridge won this event last year, as well as the 3 Cranes Challenge on the Wild Series calendar. Rob Stewart was in second place. Alistair Leslie in the orange was in third. Cato Ridge's Eric Ngubane on his own up front as they headed for the Vitsisuk car park. Rob Stewart had dropped into a steady rhythm, very economical style of running. At the moment, these two were setting a cracking pace up the mountainside. Onto the narrow paved pathways that zigzag steadily up towards the famous chain ladders. Eric taking time to enjoy the view down the valley. Further back, Rob was approaching the car park, where a quick stop to refuel would be in order. Alistair Leslie still holding on to third, a big gap behind him. Raymond Otchison of Bedfordview Athletic Club looking very good as he hit the paved trail. The leading women, Trish Bellman in the red and Tracy Zunkel, arrive at the water point in good spirits and in the top 6. Keith Clover gets it together after the stop. It's heads down for Trish and Tracy. Shane Price and Dean France going well. Multi-sport star Helen Bewley still in the shadows as she approached the car park in third place in the women's race. Ulufi Sebe, Trevor Taylor and Byron Benson all smiles. That's for now. For some, the company of fellow runners and sufferers make the race travel by faster. Others prefer the solitary route, like Stuart Cox. Rastafari! Mark Hayward and Condisa Ngwenya. And Kieran Watkins shoots us, shooting him. The bearded vulture is a seriously endangered species, also known as a lamachai. It used to thrive in these mountains. But due to poisons left out for carnivores, habitat degradation and the disturbance of nests, the numbers have been drastically reduced and there are less than 100 breeding pairs remaining in the area. The approach to the chain ladders. Eric Ngubane first up, well clear of his rivals on the Old Mutual Sunday Tribune Mont aux Challenge. The ladders are the quickest way to the top of the escarpment. Nerve-wracking for some, the runners were assisted by experts who attached harnesses to each before they began climbing. It's slow going. There was a strong breeze up there, but the views were breathtaking. Robert Stewart making his way slowly up. Raymond Otchison. Brisk wind buffeting the runners as they reach the top. Alistair Leslie. Alistair's a molecular biologist and a research fellow at the KwaZulu-Natal Research Institute for HIV and TB. Like two friends on a casual hike, Trish Bellman and Tracy Zunkel enjoying one another's company. Keith Clover steps over the Tugela.
Mont aux is one of our signature events, 20 years old this year. In many ways, it started a movement for runners to come and explore South Africa's beautiful places. Since then, it's almost become one of the standard opportunities you have as a trail runner, that any one of South Africa's great reserves will have a great trail run. For Wildlands, it's also the anchor of our Wild Series. We have a network of great trail runs and mountain bike events that we run over the year, profiling Drakensberg, Karkloof, Umfolozi, Golden Gate. Beautiful areas that are very, very special to us. They are our heritage, the legacy that we have for our children.
And that is one of the cornerstones of the Wildlands Conservation Trust. and by association and funding the Wild Series.
What would you like?
Lekker,
Water?
but tough.
Powerade. There we go.
Very tough. Hey, the hills. In some cases, it's been very unsafe. My safety officer would not have allowed me to pass those areas.
They're going to lekker job, fantastic. Third one, permanent number, so I'm all sorted, eh?
Ivan Johnson summits the ladders.
Old Mutual has been associated with this race for 20 years, right since the very beginning, and we're now incredibly proud of the fact that we've expanded our sponsorship with the Wildlands Conservation Trust, and we're part and parcel of all the Wild Series events. We're very excited because we've got a number of Old Mutual staff running today, and they've been sending me pictures from the top of the Mont aux, and it's wonderful to see our staff being so passionate about this event and actually believing in it and running for the cause. So, yeah, what a great day out here. Fantastic to see this excitement and all the passion.
The drop down begins with the hazardous Sentinel Gully, where ropes and pulleys make it a little safer for the runners. Or should I say climbers? Many say this is almost tougher than the run up the mountain. What's certain is that without the ropes, things would be very treacherous. Even with them, they certainly are. Sure footing and caution, the watchwords. Don't try this at speed. It's slow progress, but it's on the way down. Whatever you do, don't look left. The chock car's still going strong. It was a tortuous clamber. Back at the car park, Eric was charging.
How are you doing, Eric? I'm fine, you?
And he was off again. No time to stop. A sub 6 hour and top 20 finisher at the Comrades, Eric is very home in the mountains. And he was at full flow on the descent. This is where the runner's quads take a pounding. Rob Stewart still hanging on to second place. He was coming under increasing pressure from behind as Raymond Otchison turned up the heat. Raymond, a coach, who is putting his words to good use here.
A bit heavy. Smashed the knee coming down the mountain there, so the knee's a bit tender. But 13 k's to go, so I'll wait to get to the finish.
Cool. The thin air of the high altitude taking a toll as well. Neil Leith now in 4th place. A stop for supplies was needed. Tracy's uncle and Trish Bellman still together, leading the women's race.
So tell me again, how are you guys feeling?
You're a bit exhausted now. Tired.
What's that?
Very tired now. Yeah, now it's tired. Your legs. Need new legs.
The women are closing in on Alistair Leslie. Tracy from Winterton is a multiple winner at this event, and she and Trish were the main protagonists in the Wild Series 3 Cranes event earlier in the year when Tracy managed to take the win. Neil Leith was on his own, but unaware that the leading women were bearing down on him. They'd passed Alistair, and with neither prepared to give an inch, their pace was good, and they were closing in on another victim. It was Leith in their sights. Leslie now comfortable in 6th place. Craig Smith was in the top 15 as he approached Vitsy car park.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's tough coming back. It's tougher than I expected. But some cold beers at the end will keep us going.
Just, yeah, beautiful.
Keith Clover, another in the top 15, cruising through the Vitsy Mountain Lodge. Helen Bewley, the third woman on the road, content to run her own race and secure her position. It was a close battle for the last spot on the podium because Sue Chapman was in fourth, just a few minutes behind Helen. Sue was second in the women's race behind Tracy last year. This is the dig-in phase of the race. It might be downhill, but it hurts like hell. Just ask Favour de Klerk and Johan Nel. Ian and Carly Kent using the time to sort out their lives. Johan Wessels deep in his own world. Zekele Koze running out the final few climbs whilst others walked. A last-minute entrant from Umhlanga, physiotherapist Colleen McGrath, reduced to walking.
How's it going?
Nobody get me like this.
How's it going so far?
Oh, I've had it now, I think.
How's it going?
Good.
How's the race been?
It's good. Good fun. But I wish you'd filmed me on the downhill where I looked a bit faster.
It was grueling stuff. The sun now taking its toll on tired runners as they drop down towards the finish. Shannon Clark looked strong. The Choc Cows suits were a sure way to lose weight. The summit was like a never-ending road. The good news, it was downhill most of the way. The bad news, every step was painful. Andreas Popmeyer, he was happy, as was Jaco Swart, all in black. Sipiwe Buthelezi in a good space. The Sentinel, they'd been up there. It was now presiding over them as they headed down.
It's been absolutely amazing, man. I tell you what, up there, it's just, the views have been mad. It was really cool.
It's tough up there, tough, but beautiful.
Nice day out. Always tough, very technical. Loving it though, thanks to all the helpers up there.
How was it out there?
It's beautiful, but it's hot. It's getting hot. But it's beautiful. Hot and hard. The way we like it. Not too badly for me. Shuffling along. So I'm happy at this stage.
Gail Strang and Jill Lumley, two of a fast-moving quartet. The drop down the ridge and into the Mahai Valley, where the finish of the Old Mutual Sunday Tribune Mont aux Challenge awaited the leaders. Eric and Gubani and behind him Raymond Otchison were the two. This is a strongman's race, and for the second year in a row, Cater Ridge's Eric and Gubani dominated the field, and the brutal course to take the win in 4 hours and 22 minutes, almost 17 minutes faster than his winning time a year ago, and a new course record, a monumental effort by a world-class runner. He was shattered, justifiably so.
Yeah, I'm very happy to break the record for the long time. I know, but I know straight away this morning, the way I was feeling, I'm gonna break it. No doubt about that.
Bedford View Athletic Club's Raymond Otchison second.
Yeah, it was a hard race. I came into a bit tired, the legs were a bit tired. But yeah, it was really two races, Eric in his own and the rest of us. Very hot out there, lots of wind up on the mountain.
An incredible finish by Trish Bellman to take the women's race. She was third overall, 9 minutes behind Raymond.
Oh man, I tell you, it was very hot, very windy up there, but it was absolutely stunning. I mean, you could see forever. And as always, Tracy's been an amazing companion the whole way. So it was just awesome.
Tracy's uncle was fourth overall, just under 4 minutes behind Trish.
I found it really tough today for some other reason, but I think that's old age. But it was the most magnificent day. I mean, weather-wise, we couldn't have wished for better.
4 minutes behind Tracy, Neil Leith in fifth place. And Alistair Leslie improved on his 2013 result by 3 places, coming in sixth place.
No, it was excellent. Started off slowly and then just moved up. And then, yeah, once I hit the downhill, just try to keep my position. Try to survive the last little bit. So.
Rob Stewart was 7th home overall, 5th man across the line. And Olufi Sebe was the 10th runner in 5 hours 56. All had emptied their tanks to finish this great race. Eric Ngubani, scarcely believable, 4 hours 22, taking the title and setting a new record with a blistering run. The benchmark has been set. Only 12 runners finished in under 6 hours. 2 of the top 4 were women. Helen Bewley was third in 6 hours 14.
I have no doubt that we will be sitting here in 20 years' time talking about the 40th event, talking about how Montes has helped raise tens of millions of rand for conservation. And with a bit of luck, we'll have the same group of sponsors that have taken this beautiful platform and are using it to grow their businesses, but at the same time back a great cause.
It is truly wonderful. Greg Dawson tripping down the last kilometre. Juan Kukumor, the euphoria starting to build. Garth Armstrong would finish in just under 7.5 hours. The Honorary Wardens did a sterling job in tracking the runners. Rob de Ruyck was one of them. Heinrich Milan and Martin Steyn close to home now. Louise Fitzsimmons being chased by Cow. And Piet Skuman as chilled as the local baboons. And looking forward to a chilled drink at the finish.
Powerade's involvement with this challenge is from the inception of this great endurance race. Our hydration program today and over the years is to provide ice-cold Coca-Cola, Powerade, and water to all 4 water tables on top of the mountain.
And at the finish, Philip van der Leeuw finished in just under 7 hours.
This is the first time I'm doing this race, and it's just fantastic that Old Mutual is sponsoring these races now. I think it really sets Old Mutual apart.
It's not pretty.
As the shadows behind them lengthened across the finish straight, runners made their way home. They headed to the Radox masseurs for a very welcome massage. They'd be sorted by the morning by these gentle hands. The Lucky Kids Zone, a secure managed zone where the younger kids were well looked after while their parents ran up and down the mountain. Yet another innovation that sets this and all the Wild Series events apart. It was a very special day for everyone, and the support of the sponsors goes well beyond the provision of funds and services.
It's actually very important to the Sunday Tribune. You've noticed today that it is the 20th anniversary of this race, and I've never run it myself, but I've seen it from the bottom and I've seen the route from the top, and you have to admire the sheer guts that makes people meet this challenge. And that's what the Tribune is about. It's about recognizing the ordinary person in South Africa who rises to meet the challenge, whatever that challenge might be.
Mike Robertson was about to complete his challenge in just over 8.5 hours. Stefan Buerter, Byron Field, Damien Rotenbach and Pierre de Marini were not far behind. The clean, fresh, cool mountain waters were a godsend on a bakingly hot afternoon. An informal water point, very, very welcome. Gina Chessman clearly enjoying herself. So what got these guys and girls running?
Smoking, man. It was beautiful, really took our time, took some photos, took some time down the gully. I really saw now.
Fiona Watt and Judy Cock making it home in a shade under 10 hours. Brilliant job.
Thank you so much. I'm bugging. That last 10 Ks downhill is tougher than the last 30 Ks on the down comrades, without a doubt.
Absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful mountain, but without those people, we wouldn't be anything. So people on the tables, people sitting, guiding us, thank you so much.
The last 5 Ks, I think I had a bit of a problem, delayed altitude sickness, but managed to lie down a bit, and we got up again and feel fine now.
Elmarie Brockman finished with the sweeps.
And we closing party, as they like to call us, along the route.
Yeah.
But it was very enjoyable. I'll definitely be back to do it again.
Bit of a long loop on the top. You keep anticipating coming back down and it just doesn't arrive. And then, yeah, once you start descending, the adrenaline just brings you home. It's incredible.
A small piece of Drakensberg rock, the cherished prize. For the overall winners, Trish Bellman gets a larger chunk for winning the women's race. Powerade hampers for a lucky few. Another fantastic job done by the Wild Series team and Isabello KZN Wildlife. The Old Mutual Wild Series presented the Mont aux Challenge, brought to you by Old Mutual's Sunday Tribune, Isabello KZN Wildlife and Wildlands.